Hi guys, and welcome to another Divi video. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Well, today we're going to create this button hover effect. It's a sort of grow and skew effect. When we hover over this button, it's going to change color, it's going to grow a little bit, and it's going to skew. There we go. Just like that. And that's going to get something noticed if you hover over it like that. Really easy to do. We're not using any custom coding or anything to do this today. We're just using the simple onboard features of the Divi modules themselves. So let's get started and build this thing. First thing I'm going to do is enable the visual builder. Once enabled, let's go down to where we want to work. And I'm going to hit the little dark button to add a new module. We're going to use a simple button module today. Okay, put whatever you want your button to say in up here. If you want to link your button, let's just move this over the way so we can see everything we're doing here. You can link it below. Obviously most buttons want a link. Just put your link in there. If you're linking to your own site, leave it in the same window. If you're linking to an external site, I recommend you put it in a new tab so your site stays open. Okay, so I'll just put a hashtag in there for the time being. Let's move over to our design tab. Alignment wise, well, it's aligned left at the moment. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the middle. Text is absolutely fine. If you want to custom style your button, the reason mine is purple with a blue hover effect is that's the way I've got it set up in my theme customizer. As default, Divi I think gives it a light blue outline and light blue text, but you can custom style your button by going to the button. We're still on the design tab. Flip that to on, and then of course text color I'll leave it as it is. Let's make the button background color red. I'll do similar for the border, and when we hover over it, let's turn it purple or something. And to get the hover effects common to most Divi modules, if you hover over the dark legending here, wait till an arrow icon pops up, and if there's an arrow icon, which most of them have, it'll give you opportunity to set a desktop state, basically when your mouse is not on it, and a hover state, which is when your mouse is hovering over it. Funny enough, for the hover state, I'm going to make my border purple. I'm going to do the same for the button background there. Hover state purple. There we go. Okay, the other thing is when you hover over it, it's got an icon here. I don't particularly want to keep that icon. If we roll down a little bit, you've got plenty to choose from here with the Elegant Themes icon. And I don't want to show it, so I'm going to switch that off. But also you can show it all the time if you want to, rather than just on hover, by flipping this switch, and it'll be there all the time. But like I say, I don't particularly want an icon. Great. Okay, so we set the hover state colors for our button. Now we want to make it skew and grow a little bit. So still on the design tab, I'm going to go all the way down to transform. And first one is scale, which will make it grow or shrink, and you can pull it up and down with this and get some crazy things happening. Put it back to 100%. And if you play with these settings and everything goes pear-shaped and you don't like it anymore, just select the number in there and delete it. It'll go back to the default value, which is pretty handy. Okay, again, on regular state, I just want it to stay as it is. When we hover on it, let's get the hover, hit the little arrow. When we hover on it, let's make it 110%, so it's just a little bit bigger. There we go, so it grows a little bit. Okay, and let's also make it skew, and to do that today, we're going to go over a couple to transform skew. And you can grab these, or you can write in the skew effect that you want. And just going to undo that. Let's play with this. See if we go that way, we can make it more level. Fine tune it with the little arrows there. I think that's about right. 0 degrees, that's level right there. Great. And that's only on the hover state. On the desktop state, we want it to be straight. Great. So we've pretty much completed it. Now the time that it takes to go from one to the other by default with Divi is 300 milliseconds, which is pretty quick. Let's slow it down a little bit for drama, and to do that I'm going to go over to the Advanced tab, down to Transitions. There's the default 300. Let's make it 500, half a second. Don't want any delay. And you've got speed curves, they're all slightly different. The one I like is ease in and ease out, because when you take your mouse off it, it sort of eases back out into the other one again. So if we've done everything right, we should have a nice hover button. Save the changes, save the page changes, and exit the visual builder. Okay, let's go down. There's our regular button. When we hover over it, it's growing and it's skewing. And that's a nice little effect right there. Like I say, really easy to do. And that'll get your buttons noticed when they hover over them. So I hope you've enjoyed that today and found it useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, ring the bell, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.